Please watch this movie through to the finish because the final rare picture of Denise Emmer contains a heartwarming truth that will stick with you for a long time. The calm spaces where a melody starts as a whisper and develops into light are where we are entering. In the first unusual photograph, Denise is shown in a little room with a pencil behind her ear, a cello leaning against her shoulder, and sheet music on the stand with a few gentle marks around important notes. Another image shows her at night at a kitchen table, with her bow hair stretched out for a soft fix and steam rising from a mug as she hums a line to keep time. She leans forward, closes her eyes, and lets a low note open the door to anything of that nature in a studio shot with a single lamp and a stable microphone. "Try it this way," she says as she assists a young musician in shaping a hand on the fingerboard. And when the tone lands true, she smiles broadly. Her voice is quiet as she reads a brief poetry to a small circle in a bookshop frame, pausing on a line that feels like a tiny flame in her chest. She stands next to volunteers in a community hall, stacking boxes, celebrating when the neat row is finished, and laughing when tape adheres to her elbow. As she underlines a passage in a small notepad and adds the word "listen" in the margin, a picture of city lights sliding past is displayed on the bus seat. She can be seen strolling a bridge at sunset in another picture, her scarf tight, her breath easy, and her lips moving in a symphony that only she can hear. The next day, a new harmony appears in her hands as she sits on the back bench of a little chapel and allows a local choir flow over her like warm rain. A fan moment shows her waiting for calm to prevail, signing a program with slow letters and holding someone's trembling hands across a table. She can be seen tuning by ear in a porch photo, her head tilted, and her smile expanding as the string and her heart meet at the same spot. After a long run, she writes thank you notes to the crew in a simple frame, with a small moon sketched in the corner of each card as a subtle wink. She can be seen in a practice room photo counting a difficult entry, under her breath and giggling when the voices and cellos zip together. She is seen in another picture at a shelter with a timid cat snuggled to her chest, cheek to fur, murmuring slowly until a tiny purr, akin to a miniature engine, begins to start. She is seen at dawn on a park path, her shoes wet with dew, walking steadily as though every stride is an exhortation to keep going. She taps the note that reads, "Tell the truth," that is pinned to the frame of a mirror shot once before the subsequent take. You can tell that a memory has been transformed into music when she closes her eyes for a single beat, while holding an old sleeve in a record store. She is seen chatting with neighbors in a street photo. Her names are remembered, and her generosity is genuine and unforced. She is seen in another photo at a big table with modest food, happy companions, no phones, just voices, and the quiet hum of a day well spent. The last unique treasure is a stage that is deserted after the audience has left, with just a chair, a stand, and a cable coiled up like a smile. Sitting with her cello, Denise puts her palm on the wood, gazes up into the silence, and murmurs, "Thank you for another song." If these unspoken moments helped you get to know the person behind the sound, please subscribe, like, and share this video with someone who needs a little encouragement. Let me know in the comments which picture most resonated with you. And watch our next film through to the finish for more undiscovered tales in plain English.